welcome to this episode of LDN Capital TV, where British champion Jon Ritchie, Yorghos, Jetta and Violet are set for in-ring action. Also on tonight's show, we'll have an update on Ash's current status following the brutal assault he suffered at the hands of Ricky Hype. Plus news of the World of Sport legend Steve Gray's debut here in LDN. All that and more tonight on Capital TV.
This is London.
Gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of LDN Capital TV. Courtesy of our host Fiona Fox, you heard at the top of the programme. Later on tonight, we will be graced with the presence of our current British champion, Jon Ritchie. But coming up right now is Kade Callous. Now, Kade Callous was here on LDN Capital TV for his debut last week as he took on former British champion Tex Benedict. However, unfortunately, he was not successful in that contest, and as a result went straight to LDN management and demanded to open up this week's television as well. But my goodness, what a challenge that this young newcomer has got ahead of him as he takes on a man who has proven himself to be an absolute sensation here in LDN in the form of the Greek warrior himself, Yorghos. And there we see the vision there of Kade Callous, a man who no doubt has all the potential in the world. But will potential be enough to make him break through that first victory here in LDN?
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent hails from Athens in Greece. Coming to the ring weighing 13 stone 6 pounds, this is Giorgos Christopoulos.
As I mentioned, this is Yorghos, ladies and gentlemen, a man who, quite surprisingly, has got one of the best win-loss records here in LDA. And you've got to believe that success, possibly in the form of a British title shot, or maybe in the upcoming Golden Grapplers tournament, can't be far away. However, tonight's contest, he must not look past Kade Callous, as despite the fact that Callous is without a victory here in LDN, did show himself to be quite a strong competitor against the very competitive Tex Benedict last week here on LDN Capital TV. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a better time as any to talk about today's episode. I mean, we've got a huge bombshell that Fiona Fox is going to drop on us later on today. Steve Gray has signed to compete for LDN. The question is, when he makes his debut, who is his opponent going to be? There's a huge LDN roster out there who would no doubt love to get in the ring with the World of Sport era legend that is Steve Gray. But who's he going to be? Is he going to be one of the young guns? Is he going to be one of the other veterans? Who knows? Also on today's show, ladies and gentlemen, you saw it last week. It was a very aggressive contest between Jetta and Violet, which resulted in Violet getting what many consider to be an upset pinfall over one of the premier divas here in LDN in the form of Jetta. And they're going to have their rematch right here tonight. And I got to tell you, I saw Jetta in the back and she is fuming. Well, as you can see now, the referee, Chris Roberts, checking to see if Yorghos is carrying any suspicious articles on him. Personally, I trust Yorghos. I'm not too sure on Kade Callous. Looks like Mr. Roberts is ready to start this contest. And there is the ring bell right there. Yorghos, as always, very popular with the LDN faithful. If there's one thing that speaks volume in an LDN ring, and that is ability, something that Yorghos has bags full of in his LDN matches in the past. And there's the collar tie-up, and Kade Callous straight away with a very strong-looking arm drag.
How do you like that, huh? I don't so.
Well, there's the collar elbow tie-up once more. And Yorghos gets flipped down to the mat. Quite a surprising start. It's usually Yorghos who's able to bring the technical game into his matches nice and early. And Kade Callous is currently beating him to the punch. Obviously, he is determined to erase the mistake that he made in last week's contest against Tex Benedict. Well, there's the lock-up again. And Kade Callous right now. Big power, well, body slam right there. And Kade Callous obviously was just warming up with Yorghos. A couple of arm drags, a bit of an amateur takedown, and then hit the big body slam. But he shouldn't turn his back on Yorghos. That is a big mistake to be making in an LDN ring. And Yorghos there with an arm drag of his own. There's the hip toss, and Callous goes down. Oh, and a body slam of his own. Oh, and Kade Callous wants nothing to do with a fired-up Greek. Chris Roberts now issuing a 10 count there. Callous will have to get back into the ring before the end of that 10 count, or it'll be an early shower to him today. Callous once again, I thought Callous was getting back into the ring at the 6 count. Evidently, he's abusing the rules to get his bearings. Callous comes across as a very angry young man. And Callous now has hit the 5 count. Chris Robert desperately trying to get control back into this contest. Well, you heard the fans, they want Callous to get back in there. He is really delaying this contest to some degree. But once again, collar-able tie-up right now. Oh, and there's an arm ringer right there. Yorghos now looking for the escape. He's got that triple roll through, very British in his execution. Able to escape the wrist lock.
Slow down, referee. I can't go that quick.
Kade Callous, no doubt, used to the more powerful American style of pro wrestling, not able to keep up with the fast, flexible, technical skills of Yorghos. Oh, and there's a rake of an eye right there, blatant from my vantage point, though I'm not sure that the official, Mr. Roberts, actually managed to see it. However, Kade Callous able to apply a very tight-looking headlock right there. Referee making sure that there's no illegal choking on going on and that Yorghos isn't being put in any illegal danger. Well, Yorghos now sending Callous off the ropes and a big shoulder tackle, and Yorghos goes down. Callous now jumps to sleeper. Yorghos with the leapfrog, beautifully executed. There's an arm drag, and Yorghos, using the technical skill that we are fully aware he is capable of, is right on top of Callous. It looks like Yorghos has found himself a new slogan for a future t-shirt right there. Yorghos now maintaining the hold on that wrist, whips it off the ropes. Oh! Right on the button with a hop and another. He hits the corner hard, and there's a back body drop there from Yorghos. Yorghos, however, is not letting go, and Kade Callous with a rake on the eye, and now a hard elbow drop to the lower back of Yorghos. And another. Absolutely focused in those elbow drops. Yorghos was looking so strong, And all it took from Kade Callous was a rake of the eye to get in control. And Callous now with that raw power throws Yorghos out of the corner. And Yorghos hits very hard, almost fell off his own feet. Oh, and Callous now with, to me, looks like closed-fisted punches. And the referee really needs to get on top of that. Off the rope and for a move that many would call a mafia kick. Absolutely brutal. Yorghos had nowhere to go. Stuck between literally a rock and a hard place. Yorghos now firing those forearm smashes into the abdominal area of Kade Callous, but Callous still very much with it and hits that huge log-like clothesline, and Yorghos hits down hard. There is this continual debate going on between Callous and the audience. At the end of the day, a victory over Yorghos will prove ultimately that he does not suck, and with those big, powerful forearm shots clean to the head and perfectly legal, I might add, he could very well be on his way to his first victory here in LDN Capital TV. Yorghos now looks like he's going to feel the lever in the corner again, and there's a sleeper right there. Well, the official Chris Roberts making sure that's not a choke. It does look legitimate. Callous applying the pressure along the side of the neck, trying to isolate those main arteries that run through that area, stopping oxygen, stopping blood reaching Yorghos' brain. And Yorghos may be looking at suffering a loss here as a result of a technical KO. Well, Yorghos now trying to get back to his feet. He needs to try and get that vertical base. That vertical base, which is just so important. And there he is. He finally get up. He's using the fleshy part there, just underneath the triceps. And Kade Callous just wrenched Yorghos down to the head. Yorghos is the back of his head, bouncing off the canvas. And Callous quite wisely reapplying that sleeper. The sleeper, very basic, but it's most certainly getting the job done. Yorghos is fading. Well, to say that, he's getting back up, and again, Yorghos firing those elbows. And again, Kade Callous just grabbed Yorghos down, smacking his head on the back. Oh, nice, he had the forearm across the face of Yorghos, trying to get that pinfall. Yorghos still there with it to kick out. But Callous reapplying that sleeper very effectively. Now this is a winning strategy. This really is a winning strategy from Kade Callous. He knows he could be onto a winner with this sleeper hold. And if it's not broke, then why fix it? It could take him to victory. Yorghos trying to get out of it again. Hopefully history won't repeat for him. He whips off Callous, and Callous once again with a sleeper. Oh, Yorghos with a jawbreaker. Looks like Callous went to the well once too often. And Yorghos now, oh, he's going for his monkey flip. Yorghos with a second wind here, and he throws Callous across the ring again with that monkey flip, and there's an alley-oop nip-up. And again, another monkey flip, but Callous caught him. Oh, and throws those big, heavy forearms. It looks like Callous has something in mind here for Yorghos, setting up for a big suplex. Oh, but Callous gets pushed down to the mat. Oh, Yorghos might have found himself in a golden opportunity here. Oh, crossbody, but Callous caught him. Oh, and he sets him up for a... Oh, snake eyes. Off the ropes. On a big foot, right to the face of Yorghos. And Yorghos just spills to the outside. I honestly thought that Yorghos had managed to find his momentum again, but Callous just caught him, dropped him face first into that corner, and then just literally booted him out of the ring. Yorghos does not know where he is. It looks like Callous is going to bring Yorghos back into the ring with a suplex. Oh, and drops him down hard. And Giorgos looks like a crumpled car crash victim. Tight pinfall. But again, the official, Mr. Roberts, only counting the 2. Kade Callous now just there ceremoniously launches Yorghos into the corner once more. And he follows through. Oh! Yorghos managed to get his feet up in time. This might have been the opportunity he was looking for. Might be going for that crossbody once more. Oh, and he flies from the heaven. And he hits hard. 1, 2, 3. And Yorghos takes home the victory.
Here is your winner, Yorghos Christopoulos.
Well, it looked like that Yorghos was looking for that crossbody off the top rope throughout the entire contest. His first attempt wasn't successful and almost caused him to lose this match, but the second one was certainly right on the money. Callous hit down hard, he hit down ugly.
Okay, about to join me now at this time, the life coach himself, John David Bernard Bruno Chapman. John Chapman, will you step this way, please?
Yes, indeed.
John, thank you very much. Very good. Thank you. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, nice to see me too.
Now, tonight, John, you're going to be offering your life coaching services to Jetta.
Yes, again.
Again, indeed. Jetta is going to be taking on Violet.
Yes.
And correct me if I'm wrong, John Chapman, but the last time we saw Violet here in LDN, I think she scored the 1, 2, 3 over your lady, Jetta. Is that going to happen tonight?
That didn't happen. That must have been a bad dream or something. That's not going to happen tonight. That is not going to happen, okay? Not tonight. That's not going to happen, okay? In fact, listen, look.
Methinks the lady doth protest too much.
No, methinks not. Methinks not. Jetta, look. Jetta is going to win the match tonight. I've got one word for Violet. One word. You're going down, okay, Violet? Okay? Yeah. Hang on. Wait. Yeah. Okay. No, I'll see you there shortly, okay? Bugsy's nightclub, okay? Yeah, right, see you there. Cheers. Right. Bye, Mum. I've got to go.
John Chapman, thank you very much.
This is London. This is London.
Look, you know I'm a life coach, you know? So let's chill out, stop worrying about these things. Look, can you hold that? And that, hold that as well. Don't ask, I lost my phone. They gave me a new SIM card.
Who are you with?
Sorry?
Who are you with?
Big phone warehouse.
Oh.
Anyway, look, I got all the, look, put that down, look. I got all the guys to sign a card for you for tonight.
Oh, that's
good
nice.
luck, okay? Good luck. All the guys in our gang, well, that's just me. Okay, so there you go. And would you be interested in coming out for a beer later?
You know, tonight we're going to be celebrating because I'm going to win, so we should definitely go out for a beer. Why not? Is there any nightclubs in Chapman?
What, really?
I don't know.
Yeah, great one. Blue Oyster's excellent. So we've got table dancing, guys. It's great.
Sounds interesting. You've got the right colour scheme.
Excellent. Anyway, I'm going to go. Got to go toilet. Okay. So
Okay. Well, I'll
see you later.
out there.
Yeah. See you later.
That's nice.
Welcome back to ringside, and this is one lady who really is not very happy. Last week on LDN Capital TV, she came to the ring all confident, all boisterous, all aggressive, all thanks to her life coach Jon Chapman, who's been telling her that she is the best, and frankly it's gone to her head. And at the end of the day, last week's contest, it was Violet who brought the spirit of Bushu wrestling with her and won using the simplest of roll-ups. But that's how it goes sometimes in British wrestling. Jetta, of course, a girl with a huge ego, demanded for her rematch right here tonight. And she got it, and Violet decided to accept the rematch as a sportsman that she is. Now, ladies and gentlemen, should Jetta manage to get her filthy grips around the microphone and say a few words, I'm going to apologise in advance. This woman, every time she gets to the ring, always manages to find an opportunity to have a crack at someone, whether it's her opponent, whether it's a kid at ringside, or whether it's someone she's forgotten from months ago. I don't know. But you've got to admit, this girl has certainly been seeing the success come to her ever since she got Jon Chapman, the life coach, as her own personal manager. Jetta originally entered LDN. Frankly, she wasn't making the victories, but Jon Chapman got her so pumped up to the point that she was able to get them.
I'm sickened that all of you dirty Southerners are sitting on your greasy behind when you should be up cheering for me, the greatest thing to ever step into an LDN ring.
She is such a flower.
Her opponent hails from Kenton in Middlesex, coming to the ring weighing 8.5 stone. This is Violet Rain.
And coming to the ring right now is a young lady who managed to hand Jetta a huge loss on last week's LDN Capital TV. I'll admit, if you were a betting man, you would have bet that Jetta was getting the 1-2-3. But Violet, using that roll-up, got the upset victory. And she's right here again tonight, this week, to prove to the people at home and to prove to the people in the audience that it was no upset and that she deserves to be in a ring with a competitor of the caliber of Jetta. Now, you would have thought that Chris Roberts, the official for this contest, you'd think he was in heaven being in between such two young, lovely ladies. Unfortunately, this is no doubt going to be an absolute catfight, and Chris Roberts has the hardest job in the building. Chris Roberts checking that Jetta not got any weapons of any description on her. Looks like both ladies are ready to go. He knows very well that Jetta is a underhanded competitor, and he doesn't want to see any of it tonight. Violet, being a great sports competitor here, offering the hand. But Jetta wants nothing of it. All right, let's see if Violet can make it 2 for 2. Collar elbow tie-up. Well, Jetta, no doubt the stronger of the two competitors, managing to get that full Nelson there. Spins her right round into the wrist lock. And Jetta absolutely tightening that hold. Oh, and Violet there, showing that technical ability. Jetta looking for her escape. Oh, and there she is, absolutely finds it, just wrenching that arm out from Violet. See, this is the problem when you're a stronger competitor of the two. Sometimes you can just use strength to really get out of those holds, and Violet's going to have to bring every technical ounce she's got. She's going to stay on top of Jetta. Well, here comes the devil himself, the life coach, Jon Chapman, the man who has successfully brought Jetta success in LDN. Why he's coming out with the cleaning equipment, I have absolutely no idea. We've got to go away, but this match will continue after the break.
This is London. This is London.
Obviously, Jon Chapman's got an invested interest in Jetta's success rate. Violet trying to nip out of that scissor headlock right there. But Violet looks like she's found another escape there. Excellently done. Going for kind of a figure four lock there on Jetta. Oh, and forces her down with a forearm. Oh, and again, another forearm smash. Jetta goes down, manages to kick out. Oh, and Jon Chapman, behind the referee's back, just had to get himself involved. And that has allowed Jetta to get back on top of this thing. Oh, Violet showing some good technical ability right here. Oh, going for a nice roll at 1, 2. Oh, Jetta able to kick out. Oh, Jon Chapman looking quite stern at ringside, actually, for the life coach. Oh, and there's another roll-up right there. Looks like Violet's looking for another quick roll-up victory, much like what she got last week. Oh, and there's a beautiful bridge. It was tight, but Jetta able to kick out just after the count of 2. Violet, once again, right on top of Jetta. Applying that headlock, making sure she controls the momentum, controls the pace of this contest. Oh, and Jetta, just using raw strength, just grabbed her hair and threw her down to the mat. And Chris Roberts there giving Jetta an unofficial warning of sorts. Oh, come on, referee. Come on, it's the oldest trick in the book, and Jon Chapman is choking Violet on the outside and even using the soft palm of his fist there to get a cheeky strike in. Now, obviously, we should note that when Jetta took on Violet, she did not have Jon Chapman at ringside with her. Jon Chapman, unfortunately, was busy on that day. And you've got to believe with Jon Chapman to ringside for this contest, Violet's looking at a 2-on-1 situation. Oh! And Jetta with a butch clothesline right there and nearly got a free count, but alas, Violet able to kick out. Still in this thing. And Jetta right now really cinching on that headlock. Referee really ought to check that ain't a choke. Chris keeping a very careful eye there. Well, you can hear the fan right there. Come on, Violet. The fans really do want this young girl to make a 2 for 2. But Jetta, snap suplex, and Violet hit hard. You can see her holding her lower back right there. Ooh, the fans are not happy with this bullyish girl and her ring conduct. It's quite frankly disgraceful. But there's the front headlock right there.
She's submitting, Oscar!
Jon Chapman trying to sway the referee's decision. I assure you, there's only one man in that arena who can make a decision as to whether this match is over or not, and that's Chris Roberts. Ooh, and an open palm strike there, right there on Violet. And now drives the shoulder into Violet, who's trapped in that corner. Jetta follows through. Whoa! With that rump shaker right there in the corner. Looks like Jetta's going to go for another one. She's feeling ever confident. Oh, and she misses. Arm drag right there from Violet. And another. And there's the hip toss right there. And Violet hits down hard. And Jetta with a rake of the iron Violet. Oh, and Jetta right there with the neck breaker. Excellent technique applied in that neck breaker. I'll have to give her credit for that. And there's the pinfall attempt. However, that right shoulder had all the room in the world to kick out. And now looks like Jetta's just feeding Jon Chapman. Violet once more, and the referee is too distracted by Jetta. And he missed it. He completely missed it. And right now, Jetta is trying to make Violet submit with a full Nelson. Well, I thought she was. Snapmares her down. Oh, and reapplies that headlock. Almost with a bit of a crossface going on there. Driving the bone of a forearm right into the jaw point there of Violet. Ooh, that almost looked like a choke right there, but the referee's there to make sure it isn't. Quick pinfall. You never know. Ooh, Violet's not very happy anyway. Looks like she's going for a fisherman T-bone. Very Japanese-esque maneuver right there. Beautifully done, but alas, it was still a 2 count. Violet is very much in this thing. And now, looks like Violet eats a fisherman suplex. Tight pinfall. I'll have to admit, even I admit, That was surprised that Violet was able to kick out on that one. She got dropped on the back of the head, right on the neck, shoulders, very tightly pinned down. Jetta had that fisherman hook. Anyway, looks like she's going to go for something else. Oh, but Violet managed to find something deep within. Got a couple of forearm strikes and then one right off the rope. And Jetta's world was rocked right there. Off the ropes again. Kick to the midsection. Violet launches Jetta off the ropes. There's the reversal, nicely done. And oh, bit of a mid-air collision right there. Violet was going for that clothesline, but Jetta just absolutely gored the shoulder point. And now whips off the ropes. There's the reversal and a big flying clothesline right across the throat of Jetta. Looks like Violet's going for a snap suplex of her own. Beautifully executed. Floats straight over into the pinfall. Oh, Violet was getting ready to pick up Jetta, but Jetta with a rake to the eye. Violet potentially blinded temporarily right here. Oh, looks like Jetta was going for that STO maneuver we've seen her do a few times. Oh, and here we go. Oh, no, he just dropped her backwards right onto her cranium. And Jetta takes the victory. I'd say it was a squeaky clean victory, but alas, Jon Chapman just had to get himself involved. And Jetta, knowing full well that she's in control of this situation, is taking out her frustrations out on Violet. And all because Violet managed to get a pinfall victory over her last week on LDN Capital TV. What disgraceful behaviour from Jetta, who I have to say, in my opinion, is possibly one of the worst role models in Britain. Oh, Jon Chapman gets his licks in as well. Jon Chapman is a man who preaches about improving other people's lives, but the only reason that he is making Jetta feel much more confident in herself is by allowing her and assisting her in bullying on a weak competitor. Finally, I think this is absolutely disgraceful. Anyway, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the London Eye with Fiona Fox. But after that, we will be graced with the presence of Jon Ritchie, our British champion.
This week's London Eye. As mentioned previously, Steve Gray is coming to LDN as part of the new Spirit League. When the Spirit League was created, it was seen as a way to bridge the new generation of British wrestlers to their classic iconic counterparts. And next week, Steve Gray will make his debut for LDN. But in what is no doubt a decision that will raise a lot of eyebrows, Steve Gray will make his debut in non-title competition against the British champion Jon Ritchie. Also, Ash's return to the ring was recently held in doubt after he was brutally attacked by LDN owners Sanjay Bagga and Ricky Hype. However, Ash has received clearance to wrestle, and Ash vs Hype has been signed for 2 weeks' time here on LDN Capital TV. The problems between Sanjay Bagga and Ash have been there since the early days of LDN, where Sanjay Bagga's personal dislike for Ash has made Ash's competitive career difficult to say the least. Will this be an encounter for the ages? Or will bad blood stain LDN's ring in 2 weeks? Join us to find out. Well, that's all from the London Eye. See you next time.
This is London. This is London.
Well, I'm joined now by Jetta. Jetta, congratulations, you levelled the playing field a little bit. Indeed, you got the win over Violent, you got your win back, but that was somewhat of a tainted victory, surely.
I don't know what match you were watching, John, but that match was clean like Mr. Sheen. 1, 2, 3, cleanest pin ever. I beat her, I'm back on a roll, it's all happening for me.
Well, it's certainly back on a roll, thanks in no small part to that man over there. What are you?
Oh,
Chapman.
yes.
Chapman.
Like
Tell you what, did you see my jump off the second one?
Oh, that was textbook. And I tell you something.
Look at me.
I tell you, John.
Look at me. Look at me.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Do you know what? Yeah, with us two together.
Yeah.
All right. Us two together, we're a winning company. Me, the best female wrestler in England today.
Yeah.
I mean, I've beaten them all in LDN. Erin Angel.
You've beaten them all.
Jezebel Eden Black.
Yeah.
Sky.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll beat her.
And you beat them at wrestling.
Yeah,
They were rubbish at Yahtzee.
Square wrestling, do you know what I mean? Just straight down the line.
You're so good. You are so good, and I like your hat. It's better than Jon Atkins' hat.
John.
You seen his hat? Some stupid black one. That is good.
It's even got a little badge on it.
I know.
There it is. It's very good.
Are you Russian?
I think I've got a little bit of Russian in me, yeah. I don't know, maybe just a little bit. But you know what? I'm going to go get changed. I'm going to go get myself some water.
Okay, are we going for a beer later?
Blue Oyster?
Yes, I think I'm still a member. If not, Jon Atkins is a member.
Yeah, you're definitely a member, aren't you?
You remember?
I don't know.
He's a member.
I've seen you there, pal.
Gyrating on the
You'll
stage.
enjoy it. You'll enjoy it. Anyway, yes, we're going to go for a drink, yeah? Okay, right.
Yeah, John, you can have one.
Where are you going?
Thank you.
I'm going to go and get changed.
Okay, can I come with you?
Best leave that. Yeah, best leave that. But I'll see you soon.
Oh, John,
Yeah,
I'll see you in a minute in the changing room. Can I borrow your camera, John?
See, John.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, I'm going to take it in the change room.
Okay. What? Hang on a second, John.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to ringside, and my goodness, what a bombshell the lovely Fiona Fox has dropped on us all. Steve Gray, the World of Sport era competitor himself, will be coming to LDN next week. And who have they announced as his first opponent? None other than the notorious Jon Ritchie, the British champion himself. They'll be facing off next week in next week's main event in a non-title exhibition. And we're going to see a preview of what Jon Ritchie is capable of right here, right now.
When you come to the East End, you don't wait a minute. You stop, son! Shut your mouth!
Jon Ritchie's a very aggressive man.
Of course, you know, I'm British heavyweight champion. I'm the real deal, Sonny, unlike your plastic little toys. And as usual, I came here tonight and issued.
I bet that's still plastic.
It's gold. Anyone wanting to come and challenge me for my belt in a shoot, and I believe some dipstick has taken up the offer. So can we have him out here? I want to hurt someone.
Well, Jon
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ritchie.
his opponent hails from Catford in South East London. Coming to the ring weighing 13.5 stone, Barry Ryan.
President Jon Ritchie was a man who pursued the LDN British Championship for months before officially taking it off of Tex Benedict. And now he comes to every show to flaunt it and just offers these oh so gracious open challenges to the youngest, most inexperienced kid that he can find. So he can send a message out to the rest of the LDN roster who might be eyeing up his championship title. This kid, awfully confident, he reckons that he's going to be able to make Jon Ritchie tap out. I don't know, I mean, Jon Ritchie's a man who in his first LDN contest broke the ankle of a mere kid just for giggles. Jon Ritchie, very confident, very crafty, rather dangerous. Now we start this Open Challenge exhibition featuring the British champion, Jon Ritchie. We hear your fans chanting, "You screw Tex." They honestly believe that Jon Ritchie screwed Tex Benedict, but ultimately Jon Ritchie actually did win the championship clean in a Spirit League contest, which saw the deciding fall coming as a result of a submission from Jon Ritchie on Tex Benedict. Looks like Jon Ritchie. It looks like Jon Ritchie might be eating a cross armbar here. Already had a tight pinfall right there. Nice little bit of wrestling to start off with. And now he went in for a single leg takedown, but Jon Ritchie, just gut-wrenched him over beautifully. And looks like Jon Ritchie is trying to stay off of his shoulders. Not surprising, he wouldn't want his opponent, his very young opponent, to get the win. And there's the overhead wrist lock right there. And Jon Ritchie just forces down Barry. Chris Roberts making sure that the shoulders are not down there on Barry Ryan. Ryan floats over into a very nice headlock, but no, Jon Ritchie straight away into the hammerlock. He's trying to get a cross-face lock right there, and now he's just trying to force the jaws open of his opponent. The fans trying to get behind Barry Ryan, who at the moment is Jon Ritchie's personal rag toy. It's got that quite gruesome looking crossface right there. The bone of the wrist. Right, and Barry Ryan's... look at that, he isolated the arm. Barry Ryan able to make his way out of it. Jon Ritchie backs away to allow Barry Ryan back up again. Barry Ryan trying to go for a double leg takedown, but Jon Ritchie was forced into the corner. And a couple of... Well, I'm not sure from my vantage points if they were punches or open palm strikes. But Jon Ritchie trying to break that arm. He's got a hammerlock right there. He's trying to break it. He's hyperextending the elbow. And Barry Ryan's tapped. And Jon Ritchie is not letting go. He's hyperextending that elbow point.
The winner of the match, the notorious Mr. Jon Ritchie.
The minute he went for it, I saw exactly what Jon Ritchie was trying to do. Break that shoulder joint. He then went on to hyperextend that elbow, and before you know it, you get the tap-out submission right there. Now, I gotta admit, Barry Ryan for Jon Ritchie, a little bit of a pushover. But what is Jon Ritchie gonna do when he has to stand across the ring from the world of sport legend, Steve Gray? Well, we're gonna find out next week. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this has been LDN Capital TV. My name's been Andrew Coyne. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next week.
You sure you're ready?
This is London.